What's up? It's your boy Big G, back again with yet another video. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my page. I'm just gonna get right to it. Y'all already know my stage. You already know what it is. You already know my MO. You know who I used to be. You know what I used to do. So, Young Thug is coming home. It's time for some people to celebrate. What exactly are we celebrating? This young man, if you want to say it, he beat the feds. You know what I'm saying? He beat the trial. He gets to come home, right? Let's not count the 2 years or 3 years or whatever time that he sat in that jail, away from his family, dealing with whatever he had to deal with being in prison. I just hope y'all take away from this. I'm not going to tell you whether you should celebrate, not celebrate. I'm not hating on Young Thug. I don't know the young man. All I know is what you know in the paper. But I do know jail. And I'm saying like this. I hope, I'm just going to give you what I think y'all should take away from Young Thug coming home. Number one, Young Thug case is exceptional. I'm just going to say, Young Thug had the money to fight this case. Understand, Young Thug had the money to fight this case. And I'm saying this from whoever may be out there doing dealings, doing things that they ain't supposed to be doing and stuff like that, that's not thinking about if something like this happened, do they got lawyer money and lawyer money and bail money and stuff like that, right? Now, I'm going to say this. He fought, he had a good team, and it seemed to me that the prosecutors didn't know what the hell he was doing. Like, they botched the whole thing if they really had something on this young man. But the thing I think y'all should take away from it is, number one, don't be doing nothing that's going to put you in a position where you got to go to prison. But with him having the finances to fight this, that's why he's able to come home. And let me tell you how bad people don't want to go to jail. And I keep saying this because a lot of you guys out here committing these crimes like you breaking into prison, like you feel like you need to get in there, like you're missing something. And I'm going to keep on saying that because of some of the things that's going on right now. And I'm just going to reiterate that right now we got cameras and people with phones all over the place. It used to be that people snuck to try to do crimes to try to get away with it. But some of you guys run around here like jail is a badge of honor. Like you do stuff to people, put the camera on yourself, videotape yourself. I'm a big such and such from whatever street or state or whatever, this and that, and I just murdered whoever. That's what I mean by you breaking into prison. But now, look at Young Thug. He uses resources. He had the money to get a team to fight for his life so he wouldn't end up in prison for the rest of his life. So that should tell you that he don't want to be there. That's not a place to be. So stop doing the things that you're doing that might end you up there. Now look, let's check how bad Young Thug, which some people looked at as this gangster, as this guy that was just such this bad guy, this terror on the street. I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm not saying he was. I'm just trying to put it in perspective. His stipulations is he can't have no connection with no gang, especially his old gang members, or no gang activity at all. Damn near for the rest of his life. That's it, right? I think he got like 15 years parole. So that 15 years, you got to walk that fine line. Guess what? For my freedom, when they put me on parole, I was on parole for like a year. My curfew was 9 o'clock. Bro, I was in the house at 7 o'clock watching the Knicks every day. That's how important to me my freedom was. That's how important to me that I did not want to go back to that place. The place that y'all really don't care about. Like y'all think y'all invincible. Like you could rock that, you could live that. And sometimes, even when these dudes go to jail and they do live and they do come out unscathed, sometimes it makes them worse. I'm just going to put it that way. Now, he can't have no gang activity, no connection with no gang or nothing like that. And he's banned from the metro part of Atlanta for 10 years. To me, that's light because he's a very young dude. So 10 years, and he might be in his 30s, so in his 40s, he can go back to Atlanta. If that's the place. That's not the end-all be-all of places. With enough money, he can make whatever life he want to make somewhere else and be just as happy. Now, he can he's allowed to travel for his career, do concerts and stuff like that. And to add to that, he got to do at least 4 or 5 events denouncing anybody in the gang and stuff like that. Let me tell you something like this. If when people have their vision of him and stuff like that, and to know that he's just doing this for parole, I don't know if they really gonna receive him saying stop gang violence, stop doing this, stop doing that, because they know it's a stipulation that he has to do that. Now, if he came out on his own without that being part of his stipulation, saying, listen, bro, I messed up, don't be like me, don't go to jail, blah, 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 without that being a stipulation, then it might be more impactful. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it's a good look for young kids that are easily influenced, right? Now, he's only able to talk to his brother, from the old gang, and Gunna. I think he did that because generally him and Gunna probably is really, really tight. Now, I don't know all about the case. Some people's like, oh, it's Gunna's fault that he was even in there from the get-go and Gunna was running his mouth. Listen, I don't know nothing about that. Only thing I'm saying is, when I went to prison, a lot of people were stunned because I did my dirt by myself. I did my dirt by myself. I didn't tell nobody. I had no codies, no nothing. But here's the thing. It was certain things put on the street as to why I went to prison, and certain people was labeled as snitching on me and telling on me, and this is why G got bad because of this one or that one. So when I came out, I had to clear the air against these individuals because these individuals have nothing to do with me going to prison. I did my dirt by myself. So I'm looking at Young Thug, making a stipulation that he can talk to Gunna, right? I think that will clear the air from a lot of people thinking this dude did something bad to put Young Thug in there. Because I don't think Young Thug's stupid enough to say, yeah, one of my stipulations, I want to talk to Gunna because I want to get at this guy. You know what I'm saying? So this will take all that street credibility that he did this, he did that, he was a rat, blah, blah, blah. This will take it away. And that's one thing Young Thug probably wanted to do by making that stipulation that, yo, let me be able to converse and talk to this guy so people will know that me and this guy had nothing to do with it. And it was all part of the plan or whatever. So I do think it's a win for Young Thug. I do think this young man's going to take the opportunity to change a lot of things in his life and a lot of people in his surroundings. But for us, the public, looking at him and for what I promote, I'm just saying, he had the money and the resources. So you think about what it is you doing out there. Do you have the money and the resources to get these high-priced lawyers to get your ass out of a bind? Do you? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying if you do, then go do the crime. I'm saying then if you got money like that, don't do the crime so you ain't got to use money like that. Use it for something that can really better yourself. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, people celebrating this man coming home. I don't know if he's guilty of, like, they say he's guilty. He got sentenced to 40 years, suspended, and all. The judge. This shows me the judge and they can flip the rules and regulations and the laws the way they see fit. That you could be found guilty but still get time served and stuff. It says a lot there. Like we got you, but we really ain't got you. We know you did it, but we really can't prove it. So the only thing we can do is let you go and put so much sanction on you that you can't do no dirt or nothing. And we can try our best to make sure you become a changed man. So, but what I'm trying to say is, if you out here and you looking at Young Thug and you celebrating his release, don't celebrate it in the wrong way where you think that you can keep going doing what you're going to do, because guess what? I'm going to be just like Young Thug and I'm going to get out of here. And the reason why I say that, people may think I'm crazy because I've been in there when I hear young cats talk about, yo, I'm going to come back and beat it on appeal. My man, you just got sentenced to 20 to life or 35 years or something like that, and you're 19, you're 20 years old. And you talk about you're going to come back on appeal. You ain't got money to get your own bail out there. Sometimes, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, look at the families of the people who out there on the street hustling. Is your family doing good? Or you living in the PJs just like the rest of us? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying people in the PJs not doing good, but I'm saying I think everybody in the PJs, if they had the opportunity, they'll make a better life and try to move into a better situation if they could. You know what I'm saying? So when you sit there and you look at Young Thug, thankfully he had the money to do so. If you really thought he saved this money up for this purpose, I don't think he did, because he probably didn't think that this would happen. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody really know when they being under investigation and stuff like that. But I'm just going to say this. Look at it as a learning lesson for yourself. Okay? Praises to this man for getting himself out of a jam. And I hope he better himself and better his life and better the people around him. For us, that's, for a lot of people who are influenced by his music, by the actions, by the gang life and all kind of stuff like that and gang activity, take a look at it. You could be like, it was a close call. Oh man, they almost had Young Thug. Why did they almost have him? And what are you doing that they could almost have you in a bind, to get locked up and stuff like that? And all of us ain't got Young Thug money. Sometimes the money don't even help. But in this case, the money helped him because he had the lawyers to fight prosecutors who because, it's the feds. Just open this up. The feds got this reputation. Once once they got you, they got you. Obviously, they don't. Feds are human. Yeah, they probably more meticulous than the average Joe when it comes to nabbing people and getting people and arresting people. But they make mistakes, as you see. They slip up, as you see. Like, this is a victory. This does show that you can beat Fed cases. But my thing is, why put yourself in a position where you got to beat a Fed case? Like I've said, this is an exception to the rule. I just hope people take away from Young Thug that, listen, let me stop doing what I'm doing because I ain't got guap like he got. You know what I'm saying? And if I get in the vine, am I saving money, putting money into a side? Like I told a young man one time, like, you're not going you can try and talk to you blue in your face, but you're not going to totally stop somebody if they feel that this is the only way they're going to survive. So I was like, well, keep a job. Keep a 9-to-5 job. I told my own son that. Keep a 9-to-5 job. If you're going to be out there and you feel that this is what you have to do, which I really don't think, because right now with all these Amazon and DoorDash and all this stuff, anybody is always ways to make money. You could buy yourself a little scooter and make money right now. You could do DoorDash on foot instead of going out there flipping and doing crime. It ain't fast money and slow money, but it's steady money. And no money is better. Some money is better than no money. I'm just gonna put that out there. But what I'm trying to say is, I told if you're gonna hustle, and I'm not advocating that you hustle, keep a job so you keep a pay stub. If you're going to do anything, be smart about it. But I'm not saying do any crime to be smart about it. You shouldn't be doing no crime at all. That's the smartest move you could do. It's not to be doing no dumbness that's going to land you behind in jail. So I'm just going to say kudos, I guess, somewhat to Young Thug for getting himself out of bond, because we all make mistakes. We all be doing things. And then when God tell you to sit your behind down in that cell and give you time to sit there and think and reflect about what it is you're doing, that's the torment right there. That's the drink that kill you. I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have did that. Then if I had it all to do over again. So now he got a chance to do it all over again. He got a following. He still got an opportunity to make music and money. And he probably going to take advantage of it. So y'all should look at him and take advantage of it right now before you get put in that position. Right? Before you have to. Get money up. Because a lot of us, when we go to prison, we ain't got Young Thug money. Now we are burdened to our family, to our mother, for packages and visits and trying to get lawyers to get you out there that we don't even have. We don't have that. Just sitting there. Nobody has the luxury to have 50, 60, 100,000, 200,000 to pick up. These lawyers don't play. These lawyers cost a couple dollars, my man. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the luxury of having that to get us out of a bind. And then most of us, it's a burden on your mom. She's putting up houses if they working, they going into their savings, they pension and all kind of stuff, trying to get your behind out of trouble that you didn't want to listen to them when you was out there anyway. And if you really, really a grown man, you wouldn't put them through that. Pardon me. You wouldn't put them through that, and you man up. If you know you messed up, you got caught, handle your business. But a lot of us be on that phone, on a click, begging. I'm going to say begging for visits, packages, letters, lawyers, all kind of stuff, because we went out there and we messed up. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Let's be men about what we doing. Kudos to Young Thug. I hope he change up. I hope he stay free, because them stipulations ain't going to hold him down. You can't, if he's a good man like y'all say he is and stuff like that, all these stipulations that he got to go 10, 15 years is nothing. It's a drop of a dime in his life. And if he really changed his life, it's not going to matter, because he's still going to be happy within the guidelines and all the sanctions that they put on him. It's your boy Big G. You know what I'm saying? Welcome home, Young Thug, and all those who follow him and wish them well and wish them wish them to get free and released. Take it into accountability that if you out there rocking and rolling and doing some craziness, stop, because they're not playing with you cats. They are not playing with you. It's your boy Big G, and I'm out.